Listen, man, it's Barack Obama's last full year as president, and as his time winds down, I grow sad. One, I didn't think we would have a president that looked like me, ever. Like, I didn't even, think about it. It was a foregone conclusion that all our presidents would be white for my whole life. And honestly, guys, I wasn't even mad about it. It just seemed like an unattainable office for anybody else. Not even just a black guy, just anyone else in the world. So I know people was like, man, I always dreamed. I can't even tell you that. I just assumed it was just a foregone conclusion. So when he was running, I was like, nah, no way. Ain't no way he gonna make it. I mean, I wasn't even rooting against him. I don't even know. I just didn't think it was possible. Just didn't think honestly, there was 43 presidents before him and none was anything other than a white man. So it's like, that's what you just thought it was gonna be. Okay? So when he won, I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. With regular black wife. I mean, wrapped hair at night, cocoa butter wearing, perm having, healthy, regular. She looked like my auntie. Michelle Obama looked like she could be your aunt. She's just I just love her. Black children. I know he's mixed. Barack Obama is of mixed race, but we gonna call him black. We gonna call him black. So then he won again. And he's just, I know a lot of people are like, hey, his policies and blah, blah, blah. For me and my little guys, the fact that the first president they know is black is so important because it lets them know that, I don't know, they're just on a totally different playing field than I was when I started. The first president I remember being in office was Clinton. He wasn't the first president that was in office when I was alive, but the first president that I became aware of is when Clinton won in 92. I remember walking to school and hearing that he was president. What's up, Tyner Chris? And then it was Clinton back to back, and then it was Bush back to back, and then it was Barack Obama back to back. That's pretty much my whole life of being aware of the presidency. And yeah, is that right? Yeah, I think that's right. But anyway, and I was watching Barack Obama, Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee with Jerry Seinfeld, and it was so funny. He was so cool. He was so smooth. And I just remember thinking, I can't believe this man is the president of these United States. I cannot believe this man is the president of these United States. And I'm not so sure we'll get a black man ever again. I'm hopeful. I'm not sure we'll ever get an Asian man or a Mexican man. But I'm hopeful. Amen. But I'm going to miss him. I think he's going to do so well post-politics. Like when he can really be like, whew. And that's fine if you won't miss him. And that's fine. I figured there'd be some. I was going to title this something else because I figured everybody doesn't feel the way I feel. But luckily, this is my Periscope. I see, this is why I didn't want. I'm not even going to look at the comments, guys. I'm just going to talk because I don't feel like blocking nobody today. I really don't. I'm going to let y'all live. Oh, gosh. I looked at the comments again. I sure love Barack Hussein Obama. Okay? You guys can have Bush flying over Katrina, looking out of the window, saying he cares, if you won't. But I'll take Barack Hussein Obama. I can't wait to see what he'll do next either. It's going to be a very exciting time for him. And I'm hopeful for the next president of these United States. Okay? I gotta block this girl. Every time I look up, she's getting on my nerves. Say something else so I can block you, because you work on my nerves on this sunny Friday. And I don't want my nerves to be worked. Come on out of there, demon. You annoying irritant. Why would people come on somebody's Periscope who says something just to be contrarian? Just to be contrarian. Go be contrarian somewhere else. Gosh, y'all get on my good nerves. And I don't got many good nerves left, and you're weird tap dancing on my good nerves. You hear me? But anyway, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun this last year. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited for him. I honestly thought he would not make it. I literally was like, they're going to assassinate him. They're going to assassinate him, and he's made it by the grace of God so far. And Sasha Malia, I felt like I watched them grow up. Barack been stressed. He been stressed. He done went from dark hair. You see that picture of him as a senator and him now? He like stress. But he got a jumper. President Obama got a jumper. Oh, man. He plays basketball. Yeah. I wouldn't vote for Ben Carson either. And I read a book about Ben Carson when I was a kid. And I was in love with Ben Carson. And then he started talking last year, and I was like, okay. He's slaying that gray hair. The picture of Barack and Michelle when she was fixing his bow tie, I just loved it. I just loved it. It felt so good to see a president look like me. See, white people, y'all always had people in office that look like y'all. So it's easy for you to say, don't vote for him just because he's black, because you've been so used to having white people who look like y'all all up in the office, all up and through the Oval, all up and through. We ain't had nobody that looked like us in the office. We ain't had nobody all up and through. We ain't had nobody all up and through. And I'm glad. This is not about agreeing with all Obama's policies. This scope isn't about it. Okay, guys? This is about my love for him as a president and a representative of what he did for the black community and what he means to my children. This is not a foreign policy, taxation, gay rights, affirmative action, voting, oil. I'm going to talk about all that. I'm talking about what he means to me and my family. And no, I don't have to agree with all his policies to respect what he did. I don't have to agree with everything and be proud of Martin Luther King and every single fabric. Listen, man, I'm not proud of everything that I do. Okay? I make my own mistakes that I'm not proud of. I don't agree with all of my own policies. So how about that? I do stuff and I be like, Kev, you are terrible for that. And I still got to look in the mirror and be myself. So no, I don't got to agree with all his policies to appreciate him. I don't agree with all myself, my wife, my kids, my mom, my dad, my grandma, my grandpa, my pastor. I don't got to be 100% unilaterally agree with everything you do to love you and respect you. Shut up. Shut up. Boy, y'all working on my nerves. And I didn't come in here to get my nerves tap danced on. I just came to say, I love Barack Hussein Obama. And let me tell you something. Shut up. Shut up. He was supposed to raise unemployment, was supposed to be 16, 20% when he was done, and it ain't. So shut up. Shut up. I got to catch up with y'all later, man. I told y'all there was no traffic, and here go the 405 is moving light. So I'll check with y'all later. Me and my wife are having a braiding party tonight. She's taking her braids down, and she invited me to help her. And that's pretty much what my life is like when I've been married for almost 12 years on a Friday night. And I'm pretty excited about it because we're going to be watching Mr. Robot, which is a cool show that I like. And I'll be working on the store and some other things. And I'll see y'all soon. God bless y'all. God keep you. See you at the conference.